are not supported by and do not reflect those of the Evening Rush Network. Viewers' discretion is advised.
New York Podcast, live on the Evening Rush Network. Real, raw, and uncut Queens.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
How's everybody doing?
I'm tired, as always.
Girl,
I had a
you
long
was
week.
right.
I had a long week last week. I ain't really had no days off. It was like a nonstop, and I'm like, this ain't for me. This is not the life I want to live.
Girl, I quit every day.
You really did have a long week.
I
But
said,
I had a long week because I was sick, so it just felt long. And as y'all can clearly see, I'm still in bed. So I'm sick to be coming on the show in the bed. But I got panties on.
what
And I
is
got a bra. That's what it matters.
right?
What? Oh my God.
Look, this is like a Zoom meeting. Look, as long as I look presentable from the what is it, from the
From the
arms
hips up?
up, from the arms up, we
Arms.
good.
Oh
That's
God.
That's what you get from me today.
You don't know what this bottom look like.
I can't with you. I can't.
As long as I got on panties, y'all know y'all in a good space for me. I
Right.
put on panties for this show, okay?
Terrible.
Put on panties, y'all.
I had some eventful weekends, good and bad, last week. Last weekend, since we didn't have the show, that was actually a very busy weekend. Then the week before last, hey, Mr. Mac, how are you? Good evening. So I must say, it's been very eventful. I met it's surprising with the topic. I met my older sister. She remembers me, and I don't remember her. I know of her, but
From
far as like knowing
from your
her
father.
from my father's side. I think the way my uncle set it up, he hired me on purpose because it was like a low key family reunion, and it was my older sister that I haven't met, and I just met her recently, and then it's my father was there, and then my other sister that I don't speak to.
Yeah, he set you up.
Yeah, I was like, okay, so it's interesting. Well, everything was cool. I must say, I had a nice little setup and a nice little weekend, and business been good.
Sometimes it takes time, and sometimes times make things better. So even though you don't talk to your sister, you were cordial.
I didn't speak to her at all. I act like she ain't even exist.
Wait,
I know she was hungry because she didn't want nothing I made. And I made the whole spread of like the food, not the food, because they had the food catered, but all the treats and the cake and stuff. I know she was hungry.
Yeah.
wait a minute. Say that again. You said you didn't speak to her.
No.
They didn't speak to each other.
Well, why not?
For what? Don't front because it's a gathering. You ain't speak to me no other time throughout the years. Don't speak now. I like it like that.
You don't have
Maybe she wanted to rekindle something.
right,
No.
but you don't have a forgiving
And
heart.
he said, no.
No, oh my God.
She
If
said,
that's her-
what's the topic? What is our topic? What makes you family? She said, blood I don't care about.
Facts.
Yeah, it's definitely not blood, but yeah. Okay, T Max said only 1 of 3 is blood, but y'all, or my family, yes, we are your family.
I didn't see. Okay, here we go.
Hey, Dawn.
Hey, Dawn, how are you?
But, oh my gosh, I'm so like envy. Envy, I'm big on family, so I'm like cringing.
You big on what?
I'm big
Family.
on family, so I'm
Person is very
cringing.
big on family.
I'm like cringing because your sister, she was hungry. You could have offered her a treat.
I offered her a gift bag and she was like, no, thank you. I was like, I don't care. Bye.
Oh my
So
God.
That
y'all
was
did
it.
speak. So y'all kind of did speak.
No, it wasn't no how you doing. It wasn't no how would it
No,
kill.
I had to. How you doing? But y'all did say words to each other.
No,
It
I had
wasn't
to
just
give out. My uncle sucked at me because I set up everything. I did everything. I left, went to the hotel. I was like, I'll be back. I'm gonna change, and I prolonged on purpose. And he caught me, and I was like, yo, I dead ass gotta go back. So I got dressed and came back. By the time I got back, it was like 9:30, 10 o'clock. The event was over at 11. So he was like, "You gonna cut the cake?" I was like, "No, it's your birthday." He was like, "Come on, cut the cake," and this, that, and the third. So I had the DJ put happy birthday songs on. So I'm cutting the cake, and I'm like, my feet hurt first off. Had to take these 30-minute shoes off. So I took the shoes off, put some flats on, and I was sitting there cutting cake or whatever. And then I was like, okay. So he's like, but you got to give out the gift bags. This is not what I was hired to do. I was hired to do setup, do the spread, everything else. Everything else is just literally extra. And I was like, okay. But other than that, like the family it seemed to be kind of embracing. I think it was just mostly front. The only thing that I do respect, it was like a mini family reunion, but it wasn't a funeral. Because, mostly funerals is like a family reunion that doesn't go as planned. Like, that's when everybody's all emotional.
That's when you see all your family at a funeral.
Right. And then a little fight did break out, but it wasn't me and my sister. So
a fight, like a fist fight?
Yeah, 2 sisters was fighting, so it was funny. I was like, oh,
wow.
It wasn't me. So it was cool. Hey, brother, how are you? Happy Monday. Brother. But it was actually all right. It was cool. Like the event, like I gave out a lot of business cards and a lot of people that I network and stuff with. But the event was right. It was really nice. But Precious is big on family.
Look, Precious, we're going to pray on it. We're going to pray on it.
We are going to pray on it.
Well, I must say, since the event, I have spoken to my older sister, so we're conversating, and I'm actually open to that type of relationship. So if I end up in West Virginia, then I'm going to see her. But everybody else, I'm good.
All right, so that's a good step.
Hey, Mandy, how are you?
Hi, Mandy. That's a good step. I'm proud of you. You made money. You met and bonded.
You made money and met. Right, exactly, and that's exactly what I did. Not with a few, just one person. I'm fine with just one.
I mean, at least you spoke to somebody.
How do you feel about your father?
That was another thing. Let me tell you about that. So I got my Envious Creation shirt on, and I got my pants on. I'm in work attire. I got a mask on. I'm doing what I'm doing. So then I'm doing the spread. I'm setting up the fruit area, hair pinned up, everything. So then he goes, well, excuse me, can I help myself? I'm like, sure, you can. So then he goes, Zipporah? I'm like, yeah. Oh my God, that's you. I didn't know. I am your father, right? So then I was like, yeah. So then he goes, well, how are you? And I'm like, now I'm nonchalant. I'm like, I'm good. You can help yourself. Do you need some help? You want me to help you? Make you play.
Did
whatever.
You know it was him?
Yeah, I know it was him, but I didn't care. I knew they were there because they had already told me. And it was like, because I kept saying him and my other sister wasn't going to show up. I was like, they coming from Florida. They not showing up. So I'm fine with that. I said, and they kept telling me my older sister was coming. I was like, I'm open to having a conversation with her because she does. Alexa turned the light on.
Disrespectful ass.
You see that, right? I said, I'm open to, having a conversation with her. I said, because we're like maybe 10 years apart, but she's from my father's first marriage. So I knew of her, and I actually have an older brother, so I know of them, and they know of me. But as far as an actual bond, I've never had a bond with them, hung out, broke bread, or nothing. So when my father caught himself trying to embrace me, now he crying and I miss you, and I'm like, I'm working here. I'm working. Like, can you give me a minute? Can we get this? I'm trying to get this stuff situated. I'm on the clock. I'm ready to go. No. He's like, when you finish what you're doing, can you come have a seat with me? I see what I could do. But I purposely stayed busy when I came back. Because I'm like, okay, good. It's 9:30, 10 o'clock. By the time I get there, everybody going to be leaving, which they was. So a lot of people was leaving. But then what irritated me was that now I'm dressed. I'm in a tie, my hair down and everything. Now they're like, oh my God, you're so pretty. And can we have some pictures? And I'm like, why? Y'all don't want no pictures with me no other time. Now it's be nice, please. And can you just do this? And I was like, bro, I did not sign up for none of this extra sociable shit. I got hired to do a job, and that's all I came to do. So my uncle, he was like, come on now, it's my birthday, can you please? I was like, only because it's your birthday. So he kind of suckered me in, but I appreciate the conversation that I had with my older sister. So I'm fine with that. But all that other in-between shit.
Well, you had a conversation with your older sister, but
I did.
you know, like with your dad. Oh my God, that's really kind of
All that shit was fake, in my opinion.
No, I'm not. I'm not even. I'm not even
But
about to.
yeah, because she said he only texts her like two times a year.
One time a year. Happy birthday.
And even with a mask on, your dad should notice you. So it's like, and, you know, at least he you know, for him, you're the one that stays in business. You're the one that stays in business. You have to be approachable.
My thing is,
I don't really know shit. I
She
don't know.
said not when it's family.
right, I'm over it. Why you say damn, Mandy?
Because
why you say damn?
It sounded like a damn, but you know what though? Let me tell you.
No, I don't have to be approachable, Terrence. Okay, my thing is, there's the whole 12 months in the year. Don't wait till an event or a funeral to want to conversate with me. So if I'm on the clock, then I'm handling business. Then that's it. So I don't have to be approachable.
Y'all breaking my heart. Stop with this stuff. My father's dead. You hope he's burning in hell. Why would you say that? That's horrible.
Wow.
But you know what though? That's horrible. But to be honest, my dad had disappointed me last year. My dad had disappointed me last year, and when my dad disappointed me last year, I ended up not speaking to my dad for almost a whole year. And then being a daddy's girl, it really hurt me or whatever. But I needed him to understand what he did was very hurtful to me, you know, because even though it wasn't supposed to affect me, it did.
Right.
You know?
Got you.
And so when I had to, you know, I had to call him. You guys clearly know why I had to call him, to let him know, like, you know, we need to speak, blah, blah, blah. And so I told him straight up, like, what you did was very hurtful. And my father really, like, he had his own justification, but when he saw what he did, like, it really had hurt me. He was like, you know, he did apologize, and we've been building back. Cause that's my dad. I'm a daddy's girl. So like, you know, now that I'm 36, you don't just turn off what you been doing all this time.
Right. But my thing is different, because just like I tell you all the time, we cannot pick and choose who our family is, but we can pick and choose how we fuck with them. You understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
And my thing is, even though, don't get me wrong, I haven't always been so not to want to be bothered. I've been on some. At one time, I was open. At one time, I was willing to conversate and you know, all the family shit. But my thing is, don't front when there's a situation. There was a time. Thank you. There was a time like I was in a bind and I had to reach out, and it wasn't the response that you were supposed to give your daughter.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So my thing is, when I come to you as, you know, still, and even like this was like when Josiah was first born, so she's 19 now. So 19 years ago, and she's still an arm baby, and you couldn't help me, or you couldn't even offer me the simplest advice, and I was a new parent. You don't need to be bothered now. And what irritates me is they come to New York regularly. There should be no reason why he has never met his granddaughter and grandson.
That's very true.
So my thing is, you have no effort for me and mine, then I'm not being bothered with you at all. And
you're
that's
absolutely right.
That I'm in.
You're right.
That's why I said that normally I would disagree with you, but I really understand where you're coming from, because I was like, you know, mine wasn't as extreme or whatever, but when that situation happened with me and my dad, I was totally like, wait a minute, bro, like, did you just play with your daughter? Like, you know. But so I understand how you feel.
We're gonna have to block Mr. McLean because he's trying to come get my dog and take her to the Chinese restaurant.
And I was about to say,
hey, Brooklyn Fats, how are you? Thanks for joining in.
Hi, Brooklyn Fats. Took my baby. Absolutely not. Baby is definitely not food. But you know,
she might be somebody.
That's your name, though. Chicken. If you don't like your name, that's your name.
Right, exactly. She might end up somebody General Tso's chicken, but just not no time soon.
Oh my God. You know, baby, run for your life, baby, run for your life. They trying to get you out here.
Baby, so
right? You trying to cook her up. I'm done.
So what other, you know, like, I know that when we discuss family, we all have like our own different like outlook on family. What do you consider family though? Like, who do you guys consider family? Not just blood, because we know
not just blood. No,
not just blood. No,
I consider y'all my family.
Me too. Absolutely, I consider y'all
my. I can't even call her my. I have two best friends. But one of my best friends, we're literally like we're born a day apart. So that's more. She's more like my sister to me. She's my sister.
Oh, cool.
So she's not blood related, but that's family to me.
Right.
My other best friend, she's family. I've known her since I was like 8.
I think when you meet people and you develop a
genuine
bond that you don't
connection.
intentionally, a genuine bond, more than likely.
Mhm.
Because you have people that you just like, okay, I'm just cordial with. Yeah, people I can have this type of conversation with. Yeah, this person that everybody fits into their own category. But if a person genuinely fits into every category without judgment and knowing, okay, you might be in a situation and you don't have to ask for certain things, or if somebody did ask you for something and they reached out and they was in a situation and there's no questions asked, then that's a family bond. You got
Mhm.
family that's like, well, what you need this for? What happened to this? I
Oh,
ain't got
that's
to
me. No, I'm
explain. I
joking.
shouldn't have to explain none of that.
That's me. I'd be like, what you need my money for? No, I'm joking.
But no,
Jeez.
because you gotta think about it, right? Hi Angela. Sorry, we didn't pass you, but Envy was
Oh,
Hey,
like,
hi,
Angela, how
Angela.
are you? Thank you for joining us. Definitely, Mandy. Loyalty is a must.
right. Because she have her family and someone that's there for you all the time. Relatives are your blood. Good evening, everyone. Okay, yeah. So when it comes down to like when somebody asks you for something, for your help, your assistance in any kind of way, you know what kind of what is the word I'm looking for? Why am I drawing a blank tonight? Like, you know what kind of like what will they have to pull to actually come to you and ask you for your help? So for you to be like, for them to get resistance or told no
Mhm.
or whatever, that's a turn off because
But my thing is, it's okay to be told no because everybody's situation is different. You
Correct.
understand what I'm saying? So my situation or me understanding certain things might not be the same as everybody else. Because everybody, like I said, nobody knows what the next person is going through, and a lot of people cannot relate to certain situations. You understand what I'm saying? It might be a person with a financial situation. It might be the person that need advice. You can tell a person advice 50 million times. They still gonna do what they want to do.
yeah,
Absolutely.
But my thing is, I think just more so of just being open is what creates the bond, which leads into loyalty, which leads into respect, the honesty, and everything else that brings them into being family.
yeah, yeah,
Because you'd be surprised. It'd be
Absolutely.
people that you didn't even think about. Even like how they say all the time, your biggest supporter come from strangers that don't even know
Mhm.
you. And I know that shit regularly. And I see that shit daily. And that's another reason why me and one of my sisters don't speak because they feel they're obligated. Oh, well, you're my sister. You're supposed to do that. No, I'm not supposed to. I still got my own family. I still got my own household. I still got things I got to
Absolutely.
maintain. And you got people that are just out to take and suck you dry, leeches, and then you have other people that's it's like an actual relationship supposed to be give and take. I
I get
got you, you got me, both two hands, one hand wash the other hand, they both wash the face. So then it's like a relationship, it's a bond. And a lot of people don't look at it like that. That's how you become family, because then you be like, you can meet a person, even be in a relationship with a person and be with a person for years and years and years, and then meet somebody new. And then it's like, well, damn, now I see how it feel to be loved and appreciated
Mhm.
just that simple, just that quickly,
just
because
that quick.
time don't create anything. You understand what I'm saying? How you treat the person and how you there for the person is what determines everything. And a lot of
Absolutely.
people don't look at it like that.
No, they don't. They think just, people be like, oh, well, we're family, we're blood related. Yeah, 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 yeah. That doesn't always. If Alexa don't stop playing with me, I'm gonna fight her. I swear.
Because this one
She
here,
about to
she
catch
picking
these.
it up when
She
you
about to
say
catch
it.
all these hands. All of these hands that she about to catch.
Oh God, no.
Oh God.
So wait, Terrence said you should be able to talk to a person that is family and friend and speak the truth and it not be an issue. And Keisha said not all the time, and I totally agree with her because you can't have
It all depends on how you say things to people. It's not always what you
Absolutely.
say. People, I mean, don't get me wrong. Some people can't take constructive criticism, but
Correct.
it's also your approach to people. Some people don't know how to talk to people. They only know how to talk at
at
people.
people.
And then
Yeah,
they know how to talk about people.
Right.
Hello,
that's
Facebook
that's a
user. Good evening.
that's a whole different story about the talk about. But like you said, the talk at, like you, respect is given to a dog. Like if you cannot show me respect, you're not gonna give respect to me. I don't care who you are. Like you,
Absolutely.
I give my first approach is respect. That's how I was raised. I respect everybody, even children. I respect children, and I expect everybody to respect me too. But sometimes it don't work that way. But, Mandy put obligation. There's a word. We bought our house in 2018, and why did cousins come out the wilderness talk about y'all have extra room? So can my family stay for a little bit? Heck nah. When the last time we even spoke? See, that's audacity. You know what I'm saying? They be having no audacity. Like she said, we haven't even spoken. So now you want to come and be in my house.
You want to be as Envy say. You want to be a leech. You ain't been speaking to me. Now you know. Now you know a little something. Oh, I got somewhere for you to stay. Oh, now you want to be my cousin. No, that's not how things work. That's not how it works.
But my thing is, every situation is different. It might be like, for example, my baby sister. That little girl is like 20 now. I know she's a first-time parent. Even though I know she kind of blinded to some things, I am still willing to say, listen, I got you. If she humbled herself and said, I need help, can you help me? And she got a newborn baby, I would accept her in my house. Because I know she don't know. You understand what I'm saying? But if you want to just be cocky and think you know everything and don't want to accept help, then I'm sorry, I can't help you. Because at the end of the day, life, if you don't humble yourself, life is going to humble you.
Yes, it is. If you don't slow your ass down, life gonna slow your ass down too.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
No.
So I would definitely, that's one thing I can say. One, with her being my sister, even though I don't be bothered with her ass either, but I do know, okay, you're going by what you were told. You're going by what everybody else said. No problem. I'll help you. You understand what I'm saying? But what I don't do is she'll hit me up and I get on her ass every time. Hey, sis, how you doing? You got $30? Well, damn, my day was fine. No, I ain't got no $30. Have a good day. So that's how I end that conversation.
That's exactly how my I don't even call her my sister, my father's daughter. Because the homegirl, I think she's 20. She might be 20
Tony,
now.
how are you?
Hey, Tone. But like after my father died, it was like she thought, I don't know what she thought, how much money she thought my father had left us. My father didn't leave us with anything. My father was a sickly man. When he got his insurance, he was sick, and you had to live a certain amount of years before your policy took into effect. My father didn't live long enough. So I still had to come out of my own pocket for my father's funeral. No one said, oh, Ranisha, you need help. Oh, would you like us to come with you for the arrangements? I don't even care if y'all didn't ask about money. I get it. Y'all young. My brother and my sister, I guess I'll call her my sister. They younger than me. And they're younger than me by a couple of years. So I get it. I understand. Y'all, this is not for y'all. But y'all had nothing to do with the planning of the funeral. Y'all wasn't asking any questions. There was nothing, like y'all didn't really care until it was, oh, when is it? And because my father told me he wanted to be cremated.
Okay.
So then it was, well, why is he being cremated? You didn't have this conversation with your father? Like, you didn't find out what your father's last wishes were when he was dying?
Right.
No, you didn't do that, but I did. And that's what my father told me he wanted. Oh, well, you gonna give me the ashes? What?
People just want what they could get.
I said, we can split the ashes. You have to get your own. You have to get your own urn, and you're gonna have to pay for them to put the ashes in your urn. Never said anything else about
it. All of that.
Never said. Why? Why should I do all that? I have to do it for myself. You have a whole nother parent. You have a whole nother parent. If you really wanted this, I don't see why your mother couldn't have done this for you.
Right.
That was her baby daddy. They shared a bond. They shared a child. If you, as her child, really wanted your father's ashes, she could have helped you out with that.
If anybody has any, sorry to cut you off. If anybody has any questions, or questions, thoughts, or would like to tune in, please call us in at 929-441-2417. Give us a call and let us know your views and your perspective on what is family to you. Once again, 929-441-2417. Everybody looks at stuff differently. Everybody sees family as differently, but give us a call. But go ahead, Rainbow.
So then after my father died, right? So then she would hit me and she'd be like, oh, well, can I get $10? Can I get this? Like she would only hit me when she needed money. So I felt a little bad, and it was like $10. So I was like, it's no skin off my back. Like it's no skin off my back. All right. No, I mean it only happened like 2 times before. I was like, nah.
You said $10. This girl texted me and was like, can she get $3? I'm like, you a homegrown woman. What are you doing with $3? No, I'm not sending you shit.
I think she asked me for $3 once too.
I'm not doing none of that.
I need to do something. I was like, $3. But my whole thing is her mother has like 6 other kids. Wow. Where they at? Right. Where they at?
But right? Like T-Max said though, not to cut you off. I could come back to his comment. I'm sorry. I thought you was finished. I could come back to his comment.
I'm pretty much finished, but and then on for her birthday, she was like, "Oh, well, you didn't hit me up." I said, "Well, you got like 85 Facebook accounts. I hit this Facebook account." So she pretty much tried to curse me out all of this because I didn't wish her happy birthday. I'm like, I haven't been wishing you happy birthday.
Right.
For the 19 years that you've been on this earth, I have not been wishing you a happy birthday when my father was alive. What makes this year so different? Because now our father is dead.
$3 for gas before dawn. You ain't asked me for no $3, so shut up.
Lord, if Dawn asks for $3, I'm just gonna ignore him. I'm not even answering. I'm not saying no. I'm not saying yes. I'm just gonna ignore him because I'm like, my nigga, if you ain't got $3 and you got 9 kids, I can't help you.
Oh God.
But T-Mac made a point. He said his kids should step up, but the question is, was he in there?
Oh, the other comment, yeah.
At times we fought back from our father. When my father died, I didn't even go to the funeral or shed a tear.
My brother lived with my father.
Okay.
When we went to go clean the house, when we went to go get all my father's stuff out the house, my brother just laid in the bed like.
But you also got to think about the relationships, because if he felt, even though he lived with him, what if he didn't have a connection with your dad? What if he didn't feel like that? You know what I'm saying? I guess that's what T-Mac is saying.
But I know every family member has a different bond with each family member.
They spent more of their time with my father than I did.
Correct.
Me and my whole thing is when I was their age, my father was in jail.
Nosy, man. Jesus.
When I was their age, my father was in jail. I didn't get a relationship with my father until I was like 25.
All right, really? But Tom, what's some bullshit right there?
Yes.
He said, "As that's some bullshit right there." What?
He'll type it.
What you mean? What's some bullshit?
Great bond with
comment
him.
are you was responding to? And I'm drinking a frappuccino, Nosy.
Yeah.
Like it's so
1 million calories right now. So that's all right.
My whole thing is everyone's bond is different with their parents in general, family in general. But my whole thing is that's still your father. And according to my sister, that was her best friend. So you had this whole big, oh my God, that was my best friend. I miss him every day. I miss my father. Well, I'm not saying that I don't miss my father. My father is in my living room. I have his ashes. His ashes are in my living room. So I can speak to him whenever I feel like it.
He's laid up in the bed while she cleaned the house.
Right. My uncle, both my uncles and my fiance went in the house and cleaned up, and he had nothing, like nothing. I'm like, do you want any of the stuff? He's like, no. I'm like, I don't get it. Like, huh?
They never want anything but money.
I'm like, right. That's the only time he hit me too. Like, he only hit me when he needed money, or because my father didn't put his name on the apartment, so they were essentially going to kick him out. He was like, "Oh, can you write me a letter stating that I was living with him?" And I'm like, you know what? God is going to bless me. I'll write the letter. It is what it is.
Hey, Facebook user, we see the eyes.
Going about your business. But yes, different. Just because y'all blood do not make y'all family, and it don't even make y'all friends.
I know that's right. I got family I live a couple blocks from me and don't even know I live here, and I'm fine with that. You know, I like it like that. I don't have no unwanted company. I don't have no unexpected visitors. You know, so I'm fine with that.
But you know what? I'm a very big on family too, just like Precious. But it seems like
right.
it seems like it's so much like on my like if my sister, my mother's daughter, if me and her had no relationship with each other, I would feel really bad because first of all we live together, so that's inevitable for us to just be fighting all the damn time. Whatever. But just like your sister is 20, you pretty much raised her. So I actually
did, and that was
right. I pretty much raised my sister.
Right.
So I'll be like, bitch, what? Like, nah, that's not how. But it also depends on the relationship you also have with your mother. Whatever the parent is, like those are my father's kids. I didn't have that great of a relationship with my father.
Right.
So we don't have that great of a relationship because all of us never spent that much time together.
But my thing is, like, in my situation, I feel, and this is just my opinion, I feel my relationship with my sisters should have been better because my mother, unfortunately, had a stroke 9 days after having my baby sister and was in a coma for a month. And why I say it should have been stronger because me as the oldest on my mother's side, I had to now manage more.
They probably resent you for that though. But that's the whole thing, is they probably resent you for that. It probably has nothing to do with because you took care of them. They probably like, oh well, she thinks she's better than us.
Oh, I've heard that, and I'm fine with that. And I'd be like, your point would be what?
Something happened there because me being the oldest, when my
but I did what I was supposed to do. My mother was in a coma. I had to manage mortgage, condo. This is the first time. Two things. I've never knew I had bills in my name until then, and I never knew how to pay bills until then because at the time I was still in high school. I got a baby sister that's like 9 days old. And I'm like, damn, now I got to be a parent. And then on top of it, I found out I just was out of high school and everything. And I knew I was sick. Go to the doctor. Josiah's in the making. And I'm like, yo, this is not going as planned at all. So now I'm like, okay. And what was the big turmoil is that the doctor told me himself, prepare for the worst. And my response was, what the fuck is that supposed to mean? You're supposed to give me reassurance. We're going to do everything possible and this, that, and the third. But
you know what? Some doctors are just, they call themselves realists. They don't want to give you, they don't want to give you any false hope.
And that's what he said. Because my mother had the same stroke as Luther Vandross. And unfortunately, 20 years later, my mother is still here. And
but Luther had other things going on with him.
He did, but like one of the vessels in her brain had bust. My mother had a drain in her brain. She had an aneurysm. She had, like I said, a massive stroke. And like I said, she fell into a coma for exactly 30 days.
God wanted her to be here.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
God wanted her to be here, and that is a blessing. And I always say
absolutely.
That. I tell you
and trust me, and that was like emotional trauma because now I'm dealing with a person. Now this is when you start reading on stroke and what it does and how they prevent certain things.
Hold that thought. We got to take a quick break, and then
let's go pay some bills. We will bring it right back to y'all. We will see y'all shortly. Please, once again, stay tuned. What makes you family?
How you do it?
Right. Oh, he was. Oh, I didn't know that. But let's face it.
Looking to podcast shows and do not know where to start? The Evening Rush Network can help you with that. Call us at 929-441-2417 or email us at theeveningrushnetwork@gmail.com for dates and prices. We got you for all your podcast needs. The Evening Rush Network. Tune in, subscribe, and share.
Thank you, everybody,
look,
for joining
y'all done got
us.
my blood boiling. I'm hot now.
Thank you, everybody, for joining
They
us.
call my sister.
Lord, thank
tell
you,
you,
Don. I appreciate it. And I didn't know that Mac or what that he was heavily on drugs. Also, if y'all don't already, please follow us on our social media platform. Rainbows in the dark, but follow us on
Again.
our social media
Look, thank God
platform.
for this pink sweater, huh?
Right, Queens of NYC Podcast. If y'all don't already, Rainbow Refreshers for her lovely drinks. My page as well, Envious Creations, for whether it's for treats, whether it's for event planning, and I also now travel. I'm in the tri-state, not just in the tri-state
No, you're
area.
not.
I'm outside.
You
Right,
outside.
I'm statewide now. Yes,
You traveling with these
I'm
streets.
traveling. I'm traveling. Also, please look out for 360 photos. She taking too long for me, so I don't know. I'm gonna have to pull up to the Bronx, and we're gonna have to get this shit going because
Right?
360 photos is under construction. She is working on it, and like I said, if you do not follow us already, please do. Special shout out to 108 Soul DJ Tubor Kane. He shouts us out every Sunday from 12 to 2 on the radio. If you do not listen, you need to tune in. So back at it again. What makes you family? We are the number one show. No, I'm just playing. We are the
number one show.
We are on the Evening Rush Network on YouTube. Please follow, please subscribe, and please watch our show. We also have
Please, what do the YouTubers say? They was like, please
stop capping, whatever.
subscribe, share, and like.
There you go. Yes, please follow us on our YouTube page.
And hit the post notifications. That's what they be saying. Hit the post.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to go to the Bronx, but we gotta get her going. We're gonna have to go to the Bronx.
Maybe say in the comment box below.
Yes. Hit the post notification so you can be notified every time we go live. That's what it say.
What's his name? Max said we the number 2 show, but okay.
No,
we not gonna touch that aspect.
He said we his favorite show on the network and he love us. We love
yes,
us.
he does.
We are definitely your favorite show on the network. And sorry, Mag, let's get it together. Number 1, and let's go. Let's stop. Y'all better stop getting up here and trying to play with the queens. Just y'all here every Monday. We love y'all. Let's just stay there.
Yes, and once again, the number is 929-441-2417. So if you do have any family experiences you want to share, definitely give us a call. Let us know what your meaning of what makes you family, or how do you determine family other than just blood, because there's a lot of people we can possibly call on that are not blood related that we can call family before we can call our biological family, which is crazy as hell in my opinion.
Oh, here we go.
Who are you telling?
You see it?
We're not even.
Look, at sometimes you just gotta.
Hosted by the Queens of NYC.
You just ignore him.
Yeah. I was about to say, now that's when he getting a little delusional, and it's time for him to go watch wrestling in the few. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Teresa.
Absolutely.
But yeah, so please just reach out to us.
But as far as like with your mom.
Mandy said she said the audacity of her husband to call her in the middle of our show.
Like, he needs to know better.
He don't know he can't call on Mondays from 7 to 8.
Sometimes later than that. It depends on how we feeling.
It depends on the topic. It depends on how we rolling.
Right.
Be blessings to your mom. Seriously speaking, because my mother went to hospital with majority of what you said, and she definitely did not come out the hospital with anything. She died. So I always tell you that I want your relationship with your mom to be intact, because you only get one mom.
Right.
That's one thing I can say, and that's what my mother called me today or tomorrow, and I answer her call, and it's what irritates me is that it's two other siblings of us, and they're in Florida. I should not be the one in New York taking care and sending for my mother in Florida.
You are the oldest. Complain. You're the oldest. And your mother, you know what it is? Your mother knows she can depend on you.
Because and this is why I don't complain.
That's how I felt with my father. No, I swear to God, that's how I felt with my father. Both my siblings lived in Brooklyn. One of my siblings lived down the block from the hospital that my father was in all the time. My father always called me.
Right. And she do.
Always
And
calls
if
me.
I can be in the darkest mood or whatever, if she call and I answer that call, all that she knows is that I'm okay. I don't tell her if I'm having a bad day. I don't tell her if I'm going through a situation because I don't want her to worry, because it's a
Correct.
natural instinct of a mother to worry about their child. And that's why I make sure, as far as she know, I'm all right. I'm good. I don't care if I got to cry when I get off the phone. Because every now and again you just need to let it out. But I make
Well,
sure when I
I do
speak to
that every
her, I'm
day.
all right. Well, you cry all the time.
I cry every day.
Right. I don't cry
And
all the time. Sometimes
I
I be
cry
needing to
every
cry.
day. I'm no, yeah. People really don't understand how like I am so emotional. Like me
Jesus.
and my mother was talking the other day. She was like, "I just want to make sure you're okay." She just said, "I want to make sure you're okay." Bitch started bawling and crying, like
I
tears
don't know if
from
I'm
running down
okay.
my face. I was like,
You said share them
okay.
emotions.
Look, you know what? I have
Well,
a
this
high
that is
pain.
the power thing.
It is. I have a high pain tolerance or whatever. But the minute my mother say, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "No, I don't feel okay."
Right.
no,
Yeah, you're right, Mac. I
Somebody
could call
asked me,
you,
I'm
but
like, "No,
everything,
I'm
my
not
thing
okay."
is, certain things is just like to not to just be spoke about. Not saying that I don't have people that I could speak to. My thing
Hmm.
is certain times is like, for what? At the end of the day, if I gotta handle something, I gotta handle something. So it don't make me no never
Absolutely.
mind.
I
You
feel
know?
you. Yeah, sometimes it's just like certain things you be like, it doesn't even make sense to mention it. What I'm mentioning for? I'm going to do
Right.
what I have to do, and
Thanks.
it's going to get done, and no one would know unless I tell them.
I am not cold as ice. Please stop playing with me. Mr. Brown.
yeah,
Jesus. I don't think I'm that bad. I know sometimes I can come off that bad, but I don't think I'm that bad because
It's the right envy. People tell me I'm cold too until because I rarely let people see me cry though. Like unless it's my family because they already know I'm a sappy soul. But everybody else, they be like, "That bitch is sick." Mm-hmm.
I
I
don't
be
be
yeah,
called
like,
mean. I don't be called everything. And I'll be like, in your point, it's whatever. But
yeah.
I
I've
don't
been
think
told
I'm that
everything.
bad after you get to know me. My thing is, I'm just not for everybody. You understand what I'm
exactly.
saying? So if you decide to take the time out and I try to take the time out and get to know you and let you in and take it from there, then okay. But my thing is, I done been through whatever I done been through, regardless if it's been a lot, regardless it's been a little bit. Life changes you anyway. So it's not like we're born just to be mean or just to not be bothered. Life
Amen.
makes you into the person you are at the current time. You understand what I'm saying? Because if you keep being friendly and keep being friendly, then what? You keep getting shitted on, you're gonna be like, I'm not gonna be so friendly. Or if you keep being there
Absolutely.
for family, and when family and you need family and family ain't there to be for you like you've been for them, that now it's like I can't fuck with family like that. So at the end of the day, it's not that I'm cold. It's just that I'm the way I am because I have to be. You understand what I'm
What
saying?
what
I know
what
it's not nice, and I
what's
tell
the
my kids
meme?
that all the time.
There's not a meme. There's a TikTok that it goes around, and it's like, no two people are ever going to get the same version of me.
Mm,
Some people gonna think I'm a bitch, and some people are gonna think I'm the nicest person in the world.
facts.
You're gonna get the version of me that you give me.
And
Right.
that's the truth. That's the truth of the matter. Truth of the matter is you're going whatever version of me you get is the version that you. This is
It
the version
depends on
that
you.
The way you treat me is the way I'm gonna respond to you.
Mhm.
Energy speaks volume before your tone, before a conversation. So if your presence is on some next shit, then now I'm like, okay, well, and now I see how he or she giving it up. So at the end of the day, I know not to be bothered. Energy, and a lot of people do not pay attention to it. People don't pay attention to energy. People don't pay attention to body language. People don't pay attention to a lot of it. It's not about you got to walk into the room, because I know I walk in the room and I might shake some shit up unintentionally, but I already know this. But I'm okay with that. But if you take the time out to have a conversation with me, then you're gonna be like, you know what, it ain't that bad. But then it might be a time I might be like, nah, I'm good, and I might not want to have a conversation. You understand what I'm saying? Like, just like at the event that I was at. Certain things, okay, I got you. I'll take this picture with you. It's another thing, and it was like, nah, I'm good.
I
Even like
want
with my
that.
older sister, she wanted a picture with me, her, and my other sister that I don't speak to. And I was like, nah. And then she was like, okay. And then I said, you know what? For you, and I haven't seen you, I'll do that for you. That's no problem. But I'm not hugging. I'm not fronting. I'm
You
not
gotta
doing
be in the middle. The two of us can't be
That's
together.
it, right. I'm not doing nothing else extra. But when she went and brought it to my sister, she was like, no. And I was like, it's okay. But just know I tried and I gave you that option. So it
Mm-hmm.
wasn't like I just straight shut it down from the door and didn't give it an opening. I said, okay, for you, I got you. But anything else in between, nah. Ain't no future in front. Ain't no
Absolutely
future.
not.
There's
Absolutely
definitely
not.
no
But not
future.
even that. It seems
Yeah.
even if you didn't want to speak to her at that particular moment, and you were willing to take a picture,
You should
you
have
were
hugged.
still
Wow, Dawn.
you know you were still being the bigger person. Because who knows? You might have that might have opened the door for something else. But
For
she
me to
didn't even
drag her ass.
she wasn't even that wasn't even a thought in her head. She didn't care.
Right, right.
Mary said she used to be a yes woman, and then when she started saying no, everybody blamed her husband. She probably started saying no because she got tired of saying yes, and y'all just using and abusing her. That's what the fuck that was.
Yeah.
Probably, and
She said
Mandy
she
said
wanted.
she wanted the pictures to post and say, "Oh, look at our family pictures," and act like. No, I don't believe that for my older sister. No, if my other sister would have asked for the picture, then it would have been no, because I knew that's would have been her intention. My
Mm,
older sister, when they introduced, hey, this is so and so and so and so, she was very embraceful. She was very welcoming, and her energy felt very genuine. That's why, and we was able to have a conversation after the fact. At the event, we were able to have a conversation. Like on the side note, like she hit me in my inbox or whatever. We still, when they even since then, we've been able to conversate. You understand what I'm saying?
she
I
just
think,
wanted to take the picture with her two sisters.
I think
Right,
Mandy
right.
I don't think Mandy was saying it for your older sister. She was just probably saying it. I think she missed the part where you said that
That
the
your
old
older sister was right. That your older sister was nice to him.
neutralizer. Yeah.
Yeah, she was very embraceful, which was,
Yeah.
and it wasn't that it was surprising. It was just more so like me. I just be like, okay, whatever. I just be unbothered. But when they told me she was coming, I was like, okay, because they said, like I said, she's a chef as well. She used to live in Delaware. She's very much into the field I'm in. So I'm like, okay, no problem. We have things in common and don't even
Correct.
know that. You understand what
But
I'm
the
saying?
whole thing is y'all had never really like sat down and have a
Correct.
conversation. So
Correct.
there would be no reason to have animosity towards someone you don't
And
even
you're
know.
1,000%
There was no
correct.
real bad blood between them.
Right. There's
Not
no
at
reason.
all.
There's no reason to be like, well, I don't want that bitch here because you don't even know her.
Right, right. And that's why when they told me, I was like, okay, cool. I'll conversate with her. I'll meet her. That's fine. But everybody else, I was like,
Nah, fuck y'all.
right, right.
All
I
right.
was like, let me
I
get up
know
out of
you
here.
ain't
And
shit.
everybody's like, oh, but I've known you since you was young. But yet and still, I'm 30 something and I don't know none of y'all. I'm not unreachable. I've had the same number for however long. People choose not to reach out. And that's why I say all the time, don't cry at my funeral. Don't give me no
I
flowers
real,
then if you ain't
but
give me no
you know what
flowers
I've
now.
real, but you know that what I've realized that extended family don't where you don't speak to them. There's like my father's side of his family is huge. Like when we have like when there are funerals or when my grandmother was alive and they used to do like Thanksgiving and stuff like that, I would go to Thanksgiving and would know 3 people.
I ain't
But
going to
everyone
Thanksgiving.
but
I'm not
everyone
doing
would
that.
know me.
I'm not eating nobody potato salad.
I
No.
mean, it was my grandmother. I knew her food.
Okay, okay.
And my father's mother, like literally, like that's the only reason why I have a relationship with my father's side of his family is because of his mother. Like me and my older cousin, like she was more so our grandmother.
Okay, okay.
So we were there like I was there often, like I would go to her house often, like especially as I got older and was able to drive myself there and stuff like that. Like I would go over there, like I knew all my immediate cousins that lived in the house with her, but all the extended family, I didn't know them, but they knew me, but I still didn't know them.
They
I
always
would
know you
recognize
and you
faces. Like
never know them. That be the crazy
faces.
part.
I would recognize faces and be like, that must be so and so's daughter or son or whatever. I
Like
went
on
to
my father's side, I have a few that reach out and always tend to communicate, and they very much support me. I must say, on my father's side, I have maybe about a handful that actually always support me, and they
Mhm.
keep the bond of That's my niece. I'm your uncle, your auntie, that type of thing. They keep that much, that very active. On my mother's side, I can't say the same. It's very, very few. It might be like one or two, and I think I'm the only one, other than maybe a cousin or two,
How many how
that's in
many
New
brothers
York.
and sisters did your mother have?
It's only me and my two sisters, so it's
No,
three of
no, your
us.
mother. How many sisters
Oh,
did
my
she?
mother
Brothers
has
and sisters.
two brothers and two sisters, and God bless her. My mother is the only surviving sister, and then I
Mm,
have one uncle left, and he's in New Jersey. So I speak to him sporadic. Everybody does keep very much in contact with my mother and stuff, due to she's still not 100%, but she never
right,
will be. But she's very much active, and she tries her best. But
right.
God bless her. It's only her, and it's only my uncle. But I
Well,
have a lot of cousins and everything, and a lot of them, everybody's scattered. I might be the only one out of few that's still in New York. Everybody in Florida, everybody's in PA, everybody's about their business.
see you later, Mandy. We love you so much.
Have a
Give me
good one, Mandy. We appreciate you.
this. Yes, because she
Have
said
a
that.
good night.
Yeah, but it's like sometimes extended extended family. Like if they don't have a good relationship with whoever, like your mother, if she didn't have a good relationship with her sisters and brothers, you're not gonna have a good relationship. Sometimes
I
you may have
disagree because they were very, very tight. That's one thing I can say. My
So do they
mother
really
and
bond
all her
fight?
brothers and all her sisters, they might have had their disagreements, but they were all very,
But
very
did
tight.
they
Like
raise
I grew up knowing
brothers?
my aunts and all my uncles and all my cousins, but as we get older, we all do our own thing, which is natural anyway. But they were very, very much close, I must say.
right. When you were younger, you guys were all close.
Yeah, we would hang
It's
out,
just as you got
cookouts.
older,
Yeah,
life
there you go.
happened, and shit happened. Got it.
And exactly, and that's pretty much what happened. Everybody kind of ventured on their own way. A lot of people couldn't survive in New York, so they separated. That's why I said I think I'm the only one right now that's in New York. Maybe other than maybe two other cousins, but other than that,
So
everybody's
it's
is gone.
so it's not that y'all don't have a good relationship. Y'all just have lives of your own to lead.
Yeah, on my mother's side, definitely. On my father's side, I don't pretty much be bothered. Other than who does reach out. I that's why I said I'm never. I do tend to be how you put it, unapproachable, but I've never closed the door. So if you call, I might answer your call. You might have to call a second
Well,
time,
you can't be
but
unapproachable and unreachable, and but
I'm not unreachable though.
so you're
She said
not.
she's unapproachable, but not unreachable.
There you go.
But I wouldn't reach out to somebody who's unapproachable. It's not that you're
But that's the thing.
unapproachable.
My thing is, if you don't know how to speak to me and you don't know how to conversate and you don't know how to take the time out, then of course I'm not gonna be I'm gonna be unapproachable because my thing is you don't know how to talk. So what you want?
So then that's different, cause me and my cousins on both sides are tight, and not everybody live here at all whatsoever. But we are tight. We are tight as group. Everybody knows this about my family. Like
Right.
my family's huge. Like we're tight. So that's why I'm like, were you guys raised together? Because y'all just ventured.
No,
off.
we was very much my
Y'all
mother's
let
side.
each
We
other
were
be-
very
y'all
much
just let
raised
each other
together.
venture off. Nobody
Life
was
happens and
like,
things
hey.
happen. That's all it is, and I think that's more so what, and that's why I
So do you
always
reach out
say
to your cousins even like sporadically? Like, do you reach out? Do you say periodically?
No.
I mean,
the only one I reach out to is my cousin that's in Florida, and I always reach out to him and tell him thank you because he holds my mother down.
Mm.
From doctor's appointments till whatever she might need and she can't get it out clear because her speech is slur or whatever, or it's something as simple as she'll call me and be like, I got an extra turkey, Thanksgiving time, all the time. Come get it. Mom, I'm not down the block. But she'll call him and he'll take her food shopping. That's when I reach out to him on a regular. I appreciate you. I thank you. And she'll text me or she'll call me and she'll be like, I thank you for doing it. And I'm like, it takes nothing to say thank you. It costs nothing.
You know what? It's a two-way thing. Like if they're not reaching out to you and you're not reaching out to them, like it's
I
not
just reach out to the
it's not
one.
anyone's fault because
Correct.
but
Correct.
because some people
But
are
we
like,
all
well,
grew up together,
ain't nobody
fighting
check
and everything. We
ain't
all
nobody
grew
checking
up
on me.
together. It is just that life happens. We all started delting and doing our own thing. And then it was just like shit happens. It's all right. And I don't feel no type of way because I know
y'all gotta reach out.
sadly
Y'all got children that
I
y'all
can't
want.
hear you.
I say y'all gotta reach out to each other because y'all have children. Y'all need your children to raise together and stuff. Like, y'all need that bond. Y'all missing a bond.
I hear you, and I agree to a certain extent. And why I don't agree to a certain extent is because I'm not forcing anything.
No, but see, if there's nothing to force, if y'all just ventured off, so you just hey, send out a little SOS, like, hi, how you doing? How's life? It don't hurt. Like, family
It
doesn't
doesn't.
have to be.
Sometimes you just gotta pick your head up because you never know. You never know what the next person is going through. Because so you may feel like, oh well, they didn't call me, but they might have something going. They might have something going on to why they haven't reached out.
And then it's just important though for the kids. Like the kids should be close too. Like, you know, like I know everything is not all cut and clean and cookie clean. Like, trust me, me and my cousins and me and my family, we done had some drama. Everybody's look, I done cursed some couple of people out. You know what I'm saying? But the love overruled. We all grew up together. Even on my dad's side, so it's so weird, like how we, you know, like
right, Teresa.
My other side.
I mean, if you reached out, then that's something different.
Yeah, but Envy is not even saying she reached out. She said
my thing is,
that's what I'm saying. It's not like a she reached out many times thing. I think everybody's missing that.
No, I wouldn't say that I reached out. I reached out to the ones that actually. What you say?
You ventured off. Get back in there. Get back in
there.
I
don't think I was so ventured off because
Envy do not have to be without family. Envy wants to be without family because some of them scarred her. Envy is penalizing the whole family.
No, I'm not.
I feel you.
Yes,
no.
Family over some people. Nah, you curse some people out, and then you still.
But I didn't penalize anybody. I'm just more so.
They're being penalized, and they being penalized, and if you don't know it.
No, I think more so. I'm content with just not being bothered because my thing is. That's where it comes to now. It's like you're obligated to do extra shit. I'm not picking up nobody extra bill.
No, you're not.
People feel
no one said that, Envy. You can just say hi.
Nope.
Hey, how you doing every once in a while?
Facebook.
Thank you, Dawn. Cousin Nancy wants to visit you in New York, Envy. She wants to come see you.
Who is Nancy? Wow.
We don't know. We don't know who Nancy is, but you might have a cousin Nancy, but you don't know because you didn't reach out.
You might be right.
Oh my God.
You might be right.
Envy is so lovable, but you know that Envy has some experiences with some family members, and that it just really turns her off. So that's why I always be like pulling at your tail because I know you just turned off, and that's just really what it is. But Envy is so lovable.
And you have to get through the shield.
Yeah. Look,
but I'm okay with not being bothered. That's the only thing.
Envy family. If you watching Envy family, hit me up. I got you. I'm gonna connect you with Envy. I can break the wall.
We got
Jesus,
you.
No.
We got you.
I can't with you. I can't.
Nancy, if you try to give us a call.
Give us a call.
What's our number?
929-441-2417. Y'all more than welcome to call. We appreciate y'all for watching.
I'm joking, but I'm serious.
Black ice is not. I don't know what you're talking about, Dawn.
Oh,
I am not that bad.
But no, you know,
right. That's if you had a family drama. Envy's saying that they were close. It's just that they got older and life happened. She didn't say they were going through shit. She just said,
no, we never really went through shit. No,
Envy just well, they ain't call me. Well, fuck them then.
Oh God, I'm not that bad. I just more so feel I'm just okay with not being bothered.
Envy is okay with not. Right, Envy is okay with the little tight circle that she has. She's like,
do you see how
I don't really need y'all to come in here, but Nancy got 3 kids.
You know, but if you want to visit from time to time, okay. But my circle is already created. The 3 of us are fine, you know. So I'm good. Then I have my nice little best friend on the side. She's cool.
Cousin Nancy want to come visit Times Square and get some of them cakes. So you know what I'm saying? You can't.
You can come for Thanksgiving. I'm open and welcoming around the holidays. Okay.
I'm coming for Thanksgiving too, because if we having seafood, I'm damn sure coming.
Yes.
Call me Cousin Nancy. Look.
Yo, that's hilarious. But no, I hope you guys enjoyed our show because listen, you know,
We
can
gotta
go on.
go.
Yeah, we could go on and on. But before we go, oh my gosh, let us please shout out the T.
We ain't putting in no orders. I'm not cooking. I'm going somewhere. I don't know.
Right. Let's Teresa. Let me see my favorite girl part. But wait, don't wait till 1,200 miles away to try to be my fan.
I can't hear you.
No, Teresa, I was reading Teresa comment. I understand, Teresa. I get it. Teresa, you and Envy are two peas in the pie, girl. You hear
Thank
me?
you. See, that might be my cousin Nancy right there. We're in agreement.
Teresa, you might be related to Envy. Hello,
Thank you.
reach out to her. Because y'all
Oh,
can create
God.
something, because Lord knows. But no, let's give a shout out to the T.O. Mac Fitness Show. He kept saying it in the comments. Do not want to skip him by. His show comes on Thursdays on this network right here.
That's
And
right.
that on
They
this
have some news to announce on Thursday, so please tune in.
Please tune in. Please tune in to all the shows on the Evening Rush. But I
Cause
definitely
we popping.
Yeah, we really are. But please tune into the Evening Rush on
Wednesday.
Wednesday
at 7.
Yep.
7. And
That's
then
us.
and then the TL Mac Fitness Show on Thursday at 8. It was a good night, ladies. It was a great show. Teresa, I hope you come back because we know you came from we know Terrence got you in. So hopefully you come back. Hopefully you enjoyed. We really enjoyed your commentary.
We have some really, really good topics, Teresa. You'll love it here.
We got to do a pop up. And Teresa, you're going to have to call us soon. And, you're going to have to give us, finish agreeing with me, my point of views or some things that I'm
Teresa to come back because she like, you know what? She always tell me I'm right.
Yeah.
See, there you go. Somebody that can relate. I know I ain't that bad.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh. But yes.
You ain't that bad when you drop that ball.
Oriented. I'm just very much content with my little circle.
You are not. Yes, Envy has a lot of love. Envy has a lot of genuine love. I can laugh and crack jokes all day about Envy, but Envy has a lot of genuine love. So if you know Envy and she don't show you no love, that means you did something to her. And that's just a fact. Because she shows a lot of love. Like she has a lot of love to give. So that's one thing about Envy.
But not to everybody. It's like a little bit.
Oh, here we go. Now look,
you got a lot of love to give to a little bit of people.
There you go.
Look,
little bit of people.
Look, Teresa, Dawn said cousin Whitney trying to come see you. Oh God, Dawn, stop trying to invite these cousins over.
He trying to invite everybody over. I'm not cooking, so y'all can come on over. Now what?
You ain't gotta cook, just make sure you bake.
We are glad you guys
So what, back to our topic in closing. What is family to y'all before we close it out?
Family to me is just someone that you can be yourself with no judgment.
Right.
And that you have a genuine connection with.
Yeah.
Precious. Well, Precious is just family, everybody. Listen. I just love everybody. Everybody's rainbows and hearts and balloons.
Yes,
no, fuck that.
My family. You know what? I ain't got nothing to say, all right? I love people. I just love people. Like, not just my family. I do love genuine spirits. As long as you're genuine, I will love you to the end. So you will always be my family. Like, I have a group of friends. I don't even consider them friends. I consider them my family because of all the things that they have been through with me and what I have been through with them. And, we are definitely solid as friends. I call them my sisters. And you guys are my family. Like, I love y'all to death. I got a lot of love for the people.
She got a lot of love to give.
You see rainbows, hearts, and cupcakes.
I got so I'm in the middle. Precious has all the love to give. I have a little bit. I have mediums amount of love, and Envy has a little bit of love to give.
Envy got this much.
Oh God,
nothing.
We're perfect. Look, we're like the three bears.
You see?
Right.
We balance, and that's what family is, and that's what a relationship is.
We balance each other out
without judgment and just being able to be welcoming on just everything. Even we might not know answers to certain things, but we damn sure might make a call. We might Google something. Listen, bitch, this is what you're gonna have to do, and that's what it's all about. Just being able to say, you know what, I might not have you 100%, but at least I might got you 90%. But that 10%,
I'm gonna do the best way I know how.
Right. Right. But we appreciate y'all for watching. We gotta figure out something for next week. We're gonna have to do a part 2 of something. But we thank y'all. We a little bit over our time, but it ain't nothing major. We thank you for your time. We thank you for your patience. We thank you for engaging with us. If you don't already, please follow us on Queens of NYC Podcast on Facebook and Instagram. Follow us on Rainbow Refreshers. And one with Rainbow. She does her
One by
Rainbow. For if you need a massage, you know, holidays are coming. Everybody gonna be stressed and extra tense. You know, also follow Miss Pure Beauty on Instagram.
Pure Beauty 02.
Pure Beauty 02
with an I, not the Y.
Yes. 360 photos is up and coming. She's going to be making it do. Also, if you don't already, please support and follow me at Envious Creations for your events, for your treats, for just anything. Just follow my page and you'll see what I do. We appreciate y'all. We will see y'all next week. And thank y'all for everybody for supporting us as well. See y'all next week. Have a good one.
Good night.
Good night.